Hi guys, welcome to Beartime. Yeah, it's going to be about a wedding today that I went to, and it was amazing. It's the first wedding of my whole group that I grew up with. Since like middle school, high school, we've been friends for over 10 years. We're really good friends, and it's like the first ones out of our group, our girl group. And not just that, the girl who got married, she married somebody who's part of our guy group. So it's like a big group, probably like 30 of us, and then there's girl and guys, of course, but we all hang out together. And yeah, they do the weddings. These fingers. It looks like I'm doing something bad, huh? But I'm not. It's this one. So they got married. It was so good. She looks so beautiful. Her name is Vicky, and then his name is Daniel. They're both Korean, so she wore hanbok, as well as traditional American wedding dress. It was so gorgeous. When she came down, she had a train and a veil. It was just, she looked like a Korean drama movie star, and he looked so nice too. And usually the bridesmaids have really funny bridesmaid dresses. They're not pretty at all, but they were gorgeous. I mean, she made everybody look phenomenal. And then when we went to the reception, she changed into another American white wedding dress that's more suitable for her to walk around. Still very gorgeous. And then I'll go to the fun part, because besides the eats and all that, it was so good. Oh yeah, when all the hors d'oeuvres came around, I ate like 20 different ones. Everyone's like, God, Trisha, you're still the same. There's going to be dinner after, but I ate so much. It was so good. Okay, but the cool part is that when she changed to hanbok, or I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, the Korean traditional dress, and so did Daniel, they they look like they came out from a Korean drama, those old historic traditional ones. She had the huge chopstick like this big in her hair, and then he looked like he needed a sword. And they played these games. I'm not sure because they had two MCs, but the MC that spoke the most was Korean, so everything was spoken in Korean. And they sat down. They had everything seated with the table, and then they did stuff with the bride's parents as well as the groom's parents, and they would throw envelopes, and then the bride and the groom have this cloth, and they have to catch the envelopes that either the grandma throws or the dad or mom throws to them, and they have to catch it with a cloth. And they also have, I don't know if they were pebbles or marbles or something, they would throw at them as well, and they have to catch it. And they would represent either a girl or boy to see how many children they would have. And they're just playing a lot of different things. As well as the groom had to piggyback his mom into a lap with the bride to be behind and help carry something. It was pretty interesting. They did a lot of Korean traditional things. And besides that, they did everything else American style. It was really fun because they had many games and giveaways. People did Gangnam style. And they're like, towards the end, they're like, okay, we have this really famous performance. They came all the way from Korea, and we thought some superstar was going to come because they have a lot of connections. Instead, it was the groom's parents. They practiced for like 2 months, and they did the whole Gangnam style. It was pretty crazy because his mom was so beautiful, like so elegant, and she wore sunglasses, and they really got into the Gangnam style. And we had a dance for them. It was just really fun. The parents did a really good job. And then I teared when my friend danced with her dad, the giveaway. We'll give away your daughter. And then when the groom danced with his mom, everyone teared as well, and she teared. It's like, oh, don't cry. It was so nice. And it's kind of surreal to see my friends grow up and actually be at a wedding. We're like, wow, this is amazing. And I don't know, it's nice, but it makes you think like, oh, oh, kind of reflect on your life. So yeah, we enjoyed many things. The Gangnam style from the parents was the best. Imagine, like 50-year-olds dancing Gangnam style with their heart out. No shame, with sunglasses, and they're in like nice formal dresses and gowns, but they're doing it. It was really awesome. I was like, oh, his parents are so cool. And the best part was, when they do the garter. So, the kid sticks a lady in my onesie. And he had to crawl on the dance floor to get to her. And then the MC was like, okay, he has to do a really sexy, seductive dance. And if it doesn't pass for the girls, we would tell him, no, redo it, like do it again from the start. So he did a sexy, crawl and trying to be all like round. But it didn't pass, Of course we're gonna make him do it again. And the second time, he nailed it. He killed it. We were all so shocked. He's so animated, and just if you know him, he's, I don't know, he's really charming, Very, very animated, very funny. He's known for his humor, always smiling and laughing. So when he crawled, he like paused and did poses, and then laid on the ground for her, and he like winked and he tumbled. It was so awesome. Every time he crawled, tumble, pose, and it was just so happy to see my friends be so blessed, and they said their vows. They're like, thank you guys. This is such a blessing from God. They're religious, so it was nice. So nice. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I, of course, sported this onesie. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't wear this, of course. I wore a dress, but I kind of felt strange. And actually, I mean, I don't mind wearing dresses, but I don't like to wear dresses. Blam! Blam! You must love my randomness. Yes, I just pet myself, because my hair is soft.